Good morning, Shinjuku. It is a late start this Saturday morning, I think it is. It is the last day of my JR pass. So I'm going to get some use out of it today by booking a ticket to Nikko. And then that leaves tomorrow, Monday, and part of Tuesday paying my own way on the metro and JR rail system. Further updates as the day progresses. It's such a weird feeling when you see other travelers, tourists, looking down here at these lines and looking up there at the screen and looking at the car indicators and looking completely lost and being able to give them instructions about where they need to line up and where they need to look at the screen and where they need to look at the ticket. I almost feel like a local. It's very sad that this is my last Shinkansen. Here it comes. That's my last one. Oh, it's my last one till I come back anyway. It's amazing watching all these little cleaning people going around on the train. They've got a little sign up on the door that says, "Just a moment, please." There's a crew of about 5 or 6 of them, and they all go through one lot of seats at a time, and someone opens the door where the tray comes out, and someone takes all the little headrest things off. Someone else turns all the chairs around so they're facing the other way. Somebody else goes in and then replaces all the headrests. Somebody then goes in and cleans all the tray tables and puts them back. So it's just this really well-ordered process that they go through. And every time someone goes through first, they get whatever needs to be done ready, and then the next person comes through and finishes the job. If there's something wrong, they take something out, put it on the chair, so that the next person who comes through knows there's something that they need to do. It's an amazing process to watch, and they're so fast. They've got 10 minutes probably to turn it around. I think they've been in there for nearly 10 minutes, and the train's about to go in 6 minutes, and they have to be on time. So these people are going to be done in about 5 minutes. I'll take the sign away wheel or get on board, and the train will go bang on time. And it is due to leave at 12 o'clock, so it won't be late. This is the Yamabiko 137 Super Express, bound for Sendai, where I came from yesterday. Utsunomiya is where I am changing to a local train. So I'm leaving on the Nikko line at 1:06, arriving in Nikko at 7 minutes to 2, coming back on the 5:32 train. So I've really only got the afternoon there. Sitting here for about 5 minutes. I think this is the longest station announcement I have ever heard. That man just went on and on and on and on. I'd love to know what that guy was just saying. He sure had a lot to say.
To get off, please push the button next to the door to open it. Please watch your step when you leave the train. Thank you for traveling with us. We'll look forward to serving you again.
So welcome to Nikko. From all of my research, yet again, I'm already quite familiar with where we are. This is the main part of the town up here. I only have 3.5 hours, I think, so it's gonna just be a wander up there, a look at the main part of the shrines, and a wander back down. That's kind of all I've got time for. This is the central part of the town, outside the Tobu line station. There's a town square here, there's a few shops, that's it. There's buses that go up to the main part of the shrine. I suspect that might be one of them. I was going to take the bus up here, but I think that kind of defeats the purpose of being here. Part of the beauty of coming to these places is walking around and seeing them. You know, shit, if you're young enough and fit enough to get around and see stuff on foot, you're gonna see a truckload more stuff than you'll ever see out of a bus. Oh wow, the wedding. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I thought it was only respectful to get out of the way of their wedding photos. Compared to anywhere else I've been while I've been here, I don't think anywhere else has actually looked like this. I mean, obviously it looks Japanese. You can tell that this is Japan, but it also doesn't particularly look like anywhere else in Japan that I've seen either. This whole street, all the way up, is on a, well, and all the way down for that matter, it's just on a gentle slope, so gently that you don't even notice it. You don't even notice the fact that you're kind of walking up a very, very slight incline. This whole region is a mountainous area, and it's where the Buddhist monks used to train. Back in the 6th and 7th centuries, the Buddhist monks would go up into the mountains, and that's where they do their training, whatever that involved, most of which was just staying away, I guess. And that's part of where we're going today. Like the fact I'm almost at the end now and I'm still using the royal we. Hopefully my 3-hour round trip from down there to up there and back again will be enough. Very time poor round trip. The expectation is that if you come on a weekend, the numbers of tourists are absolutely insane. That isn't the case today because it's April. It's only probably about 10 degrees, so it's cold, it's grey. There are actually more people here than I would have expected. There's some more sakura over there, 3 or 4 trees down there in that street. Oh look, you can go and put your head in a kimono there. Without actually trying on the kimono, you can pretend that you're in a kimono. Really dumb place for a bus stop. Not sure whether the day trip option here is necessarily the best way to do this because there is seemingly a lot to look at with not very much time to look at it. Starting with this bridge is actually a recreation. I'm never so much a fan of recreations. This is a recreation of the 17th century original. Now, it is kind of old. It was rebuilt in the 1800s, but it's not the original bridge. And I always find there's just something a little bit fraudulent about taking pictures of bridges that are copies of bridges and buildings that are copies of buildings and whatnot, but it's still beautiful, it's still lovely. Check out the water down there. That water is so clear that you can see straight through it. Another benefit of not coming here during peak season, apparently the Tōshō-gū shrine would ordinarily cost 1,300 yen. It's 1,300 yen that's better in my pocket being spent on something else, which is not to slag off the shrine. It's just that doing anything for free is often so much better than having to pay for it. So this really out of place looking place, it's actually that shrine on that facade. A massive renovation project is being undertaken, and that's how they do it here. They actually effectively build around the outside of the shrine and then do all the work. The building around the outside of it protects the work and allows them to work around the clock. They don't have to stop for winter, for snow or rain or anything else. It just gets done. Apparently it's meant to be finished at some point this year, and you can still go inside for a fee, of course. You can still go inside, you just can't see the outside of it yet. Look at the size of some of these trees. Meanwhile, this staircase has 207 steps. This is why the Japanese are so healthy, because everywhere they go, they have to climb hundreds and hundreds of steps. This is getting quite hard. I really hope it's finished very soon, because I don't want to go up any more stairs. Oh, maybe just 10 more. I'm not using this thing properly, hang on. I wish there was a way for this camera to capture how clear and clean the air smells here. It is ridiculous how beautiful the air smells. It is absolutely ridiculous. Compared to Tokyo, compared to any big city in the world, this is just stunning. The sound of the water is so clear. The air is breathtakingly clean. Next time I come to Japan, I'm definitely spending time up here because this is, to my mind, this is not an opportunity lost. It's just not somewhere I needed to be this trip. Next time, absolutely 100% coming here. It's kind of sad, but the last one's about to turn on. That's it there, 1836. That's the light there, coming at the end of the platform. It's the last one. After this, my pass is invalid. Well, after today, my pass is invalid, so I won't be using it much more. The last Shinkansen of this trip. It's kind of sad. At least I know I'm going to be back, without question, at some point soon. So, more to come. They've got the street crossing song in Shinjuku as well. You know the street crossing song from Kawaguchi-go? Listen. It's the same tune, and the other tune, the Death March, was just on the road that we crossed before. It's exactly the same two tunes. How bizarre.